Hello, and welcome one and all to this year's first installment of Bob Shaween. Today I come to you with a somewhat heavy heart, since we have to say goodbye to one of my favorite attractions at Disney's California Adventure, the Tower of Terror. Every amusement park has to have an elevator ride, and Disney is no exception. It tells the story of a handful of Hollywood stars meeting their strange, violent demises in 1939 in the fabulous Hollywood Tower Hotel, and the place has had a reputation for being a death trap ever since. It was also designed to make you feel like you were literally walking into an episode of The Twilight Zone, complete with narration by Rod Serling, which has been thrilling and chilling TV audiences for decades. So of course it makes total sense that a ride like this would turn into a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. Anyway, today we're looking at a made-for-TV movie based on the ride, which would test the waters for Disney's other ride-based movies for the coming years. We open on Halloween night in Hollywood, 1939, where a bunch of guests and patrons of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, including child star Darla Dimple, are dancing the night away. What's immediately disappointing about this scene is that it's in color. Despite the ride being inspired by The Twilight Zone, this movie is trying to be anything but. Imagine, if you will, a movie that's based on a ride that's based on a television show. This kind of thing is not entirely unheard of in the real world, so I guess they felt no need to set this in the Twilight Zone. This selection of Hollywood's finest gets zapped into non-existence under, shall we say, less than kosher circumstances. Then we jump ahead 60 years, where we meet Weekly World News writer Buzzy Crocker, played by Steve Guttenberg. He and his niece, Anna, Kirsten Dunst, are busy staging an alien autopsy.
Don't even think about it.
I'm really sorry.
Honest mistake. I sent the check to your agency.
Oh, listen, how'd I do? Did you believe I was like a real doctor?
Oh, absolutely. Because I hate doctors, and right now I hate you. Incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, great.
Listen, I'm also available for other
things. Of
things.
course you are. You're fantastic.
Do you do commercials?
See, oh, I do all the time. Do not grow up to be an actor.
Grow up to be an internet reviewer instead. Nothing risky about that at all. I have to pray for my soul now. After he gets some background information about how Buzzy once worked for and had a thing with a more prominent news publisher, he comes home to find a little old lady sitting in his living room.
I have a story for you.
Oh, really? Abducted by aliens?
No. Does this building look familiar?
It won't look familiar for much longer.
I'll tell you what really happened that night.
Oh, yeah, lady? And how's that?
Because, young man, I was there.
The girl in the elevator is me.
No, honey. This movie came out a few months before Titanic. That joke really doesn't work.
Crap. She tells a somewhat different story about how the disappearances were caused by a Ms. Partridge, the nanny of Sally Shine. It would appear that she was actually a witch, which I guess should be kind of obvious because she turned herself into Otho. Not so fast, round boy. We're gonna have some laughs.
The evil magic she conjured was too strong. She couldn't control it. And later that night, it swallowed her along with Sally and the other innocent people on that elevator.
So what exactly was her alibi supposed to be? A bolt of lightning strikes the hotel and makes Sally disappear, but everyone else is perfectly fine?
This is the key that unlocks the basement room where Miss Partridge cast her evil spell. Now, the hotel has been empty since then, but her Book of Souls must still be there.
There's a building in Hollywood that hasn't been used since 1939? There's a word for something like that. Rubble. She gives him a key to the hotel, since all hotel guests have master keys like that, and he goes to investigate. Yeah, sorry, but an abandoned building in Hollywood is going to be swarming with bums. there, see? Told ya. Oh, wait, it's just Michael McShane down on his luck.
You're not Chris Todd, are you?
Call me Q. Like in Quartermaster. If you need it, I can get it for you.
Huh. Well, thanks for meeting me here.
This is my busy season. Around Halloween, everybody wants to know about Sally Shine.
So, what do you do, Q? Caretaker or something?
My great-granddaddy built this place.
Well, that means...
That means my grandpa was Dewey Todd, the bellhop who disappeared that night.
So, the bellhop built the hotel. And I guess the cleaning service did the interior design? Speaking of, most of the exterior shots of the hotel and many of the interior shots were taken from the Tower of Terror in Florida. Really speaks volumes of the kind of dedication that the Disney Imagineers have when a simple amusement park ride can be this easily mistaken for a real hotel. Good thing that nobody believed in investigations back in 1939, or else that book would have been found by anybody almost immediately. Recoil in horror as the movie tips its hand with an effect that looks more goofy than scary. He takes the spellbook home with him, making me think that this movie will turn into Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders.
The spell of passion can only be countered by its contrary. Who writes this stuff?
What kind of mind spends hours writing this crap?
He decides to use Anna again to pose as one of the ghosts for his story, but her mom needs some convincing before she lets him do it.
Come on, Trish. It's not dangerous this time. There's nothing sharp, I swear.
Buzzy, I don't criticize what you do for a living. I don't. I just don't like Anna being part of these phony stories.
Mom, this one isn't phony. It's a cool story that people care about, and it could get Uncle Buzz back into a real newspaper.
Yeah, that's what you said about the guy in the red and blue tights who could climb up walls, and that went absolutely nowhere. So her mom lets her go, and they go to the hotel with, oh my goodness. Okay, I totally get the desire to get a picture of the little girl who disappeared, so why not shell out $50 for some child actress of the appropriate age? Sally was roughly 10 years old when she disappeared, so it should be a 10-year-old girl you want to shoot. You put a teenager in this little outfit, and you're either delving into creepy Lolita territory, or you're recreating whatever happened to Baby Jane. Or maybe hiring a child actress isn't an option since he blew what little money he had hiring this actress to play the nanny ghost.
I'm Claire. Claire Poulet.
Poulet? That's chicken in French.
Yeah, and your uncle's name is Buzzy Crocker, aka Newsy Faker. Jennifer Tilly?
You are so clever.
The agency sent you?
What's wrong? Oh, it's the dress, right? It's too much. I knew it. I've got others. I'll go change.
No, it's not the dress. It's just you're too young. Miss Partridge, she's an old witch.
She is? I can't tell the age of the nanny witch by looking at her. And you're gonna turn down this actress because she looks too young, but you're totally fine with using your niece for this little girl when she looks too creepily old? While they set up to take some pictures, they come across what looks like little Sally, and this guy with his head chopped off. Since there are no other guests that we're aware of who met their grisly fates in this hotel, apparently one or more of these elevator victims have a pretty twisted sense of humor.
What happened?
There was this green rain.
It was coming down.
And then the singing. There was singing.
And there was this guy with his head chopped off.
His head cut off. I'm telling you, I think my brain's gonna explode.
And oh my god, this was awesome! Seriously, Steve Guttenberg cannot do Terrified. What's he doing in a movie like this? Later that night, we see Buzzy trying to figure out how to lift the curse from the hotel.
The spell of passion can only be countered by its contrary.
Let's not dabble with the spell of passion while your niece is sleeping right behind you, okay? Halloween comes and they proceed with their plans to exorcise, or at least just photograph, the ghosts out of the hotel. Then they have a very casual conversation with the ghosts.
Carolyn Crossan is my real name. My stage name is Claire Poulet.
If the ghosts could always just make themselves known as plainly as this, and if they could present themselves with enough poise so that they don't terrify whoever they come across, why has this never happened before now? Or did they only just now think that maybe their problems could be solved by asking someone to fix the elevator? Why wouldn't the elevator already be fixed after their accident? It's not like Big Thunder Mountain stayed closed every time it had a dangerous accident.
It was you, you old witch!
No, don't kick him off.
We know all about your black magic. You cast a spell on Sally because you hated her, but it backfired and you all got zapped. It was you, Miss Partridge. It's your fault everyone's trapped in here.
I don't know where you came up with such a fairy story, lass, but I couldn't love Sally more if she were my own daughter. I protected her in life, and I'll continue until I get her back safe with her parents.
Calling it now, it was the old lady who cast the spell because she was jealous of her superstar sister, and she pegged it on the nanny. Taking all bets! Not Lois Lane here snoops around Abigail's room, at the local sanitarium no less, where she finds this little pile of nightmares. Yep, there it is. The lesson, boys and girls? Never trust old people. Buzzy and Anna resolve to fix the elevator, and they need Q to help them fix it. Or, you know, they could call any elevator repairman. I doubt he's the only man in all of Los Angeles who knows anything about elevator maintenance.
I thought you didn't care about moldy old ghosts you didn't know.
Now I know you.
This isn't about your story?
Nope. Now it's about a hot piece of ghost ass.
So, what happened to that real live actress that I hired?
Wow, you are thick, Buzzy. They go back to Buzzy's house to outline their next course of action, when Not Lois shows up to reveal what she's learned.
She's big-time jealous of her little sister. Sally Shine is more popular now than she ever was. Probably made her more nuts. Ooh, nice, huh? You have a story here. A true story.
Yeah, and you came along and ruined everything before Abigail could come back and kill everyone to make sure that the curse is still in place. Spoiler alert! Impressed by the scoop that Buzzy helped her find, she offers to give him his old job back. Anna, however, doesn't take it well.
Look, I'll be there as soon as I can.
But it'll be too late.
What do you want me to do?
But you promised.
What is it, 2 p.m. right now? He can easily do what he needs to get his old job back, then come back to the hotel before you guys even notice that he's gone. Actually, come to think of it, why do you even need him to be there? All that you're trying to do is fix the elevator. You have Q to do it, so why do you need Buzzy?
You lied. You said you were gonna help them, but you lied. I guess the truth doesn't matter to you.
Oh no! She took off that necklace that means so much to their relationship because... drama? Seriously, in some other reality, this movie's a love story between Anna and her uncle. Anyway, they wait until the dead of night to begin their task. Or maybe they tried to get started in the early afternoon, but insert joke about LA traffic here. They start to fix the elevator, and Abigail is in there too.
It's the midnight hour of ancient power.
Great, she's trying to summon the spirit of George Michael.
But George Michael isn't dead.
I know, just let me have this joke! Then she casts a spell to turn the clock back because... daylight savings time is scary? I don't know.
Stop it! It was you! You cast the spell!
This is none of your business, child.
Then why did you get her involved with this in the first place? Abigail then reveals her master plan.
The spell is cast, and the elevator will crash the way it was supposed to 60 years ago.
I'll finally get to kill my sister just like I always intended to do. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, not a problem.
Abigail, stop!
Why should I stop it? I've waited my whole life for this.
But she's your sister.
Oh, you don't understand. Nobody understands. Sally was everybody's sweetheart. They all loved her. Even I loved her. But no one cared that Sally Shine had a big sister. No. I couldn't sing. And I couldn't dance. But it was my birthday. And no one even knew that. All that mattered was Sally. Always Sally.
So you got rid of her?
No! I made her a legend.
And destroying an abandoned elevator will make her less popular somehow. My plan is brilliant! Sally then reveals to Abigail that the party on the 12th floor that they've been trying to get to was actually a surprise birthday party for her the whole time. Stupid feels, making me feel sorry for this murderous black magic practitioner at the last possible second.
Sally, I am sorry. I'm really sorry.
Abigail, please don't let my niece die.
I can't stop it. It's already done.
There must be something you can do.
No, the spell has been cast and it can't be stopped.
The service elevator. Maybe we can still get to them.
A spell of passion can only be countered by its contrary.
So, a spell of apathy then? Oh, great spirits of whoever. If you have the time, then go ahead and make the elevator work. Or not, whatever's good for you. I don't really care.
Maybe you guys should disappear.
We couldn't leave you here.
Why would you need to leave her there? Just take her into the other side like we've seen ghosts in other haunted house movies do.
Into the house.
Okay, maybe not. Buzzy and company take the service elevator to rescue Anna.
Anna! There's an escape hatch on your side! Open it up!
You came!
You gotta get out of there! It's gonna be alright.
Girl, you're Kirsten Dunst. You really need to get over your fear of heights if you're ever gonna have a career.
MJ, you can do it! You have to!
So while Abigail is powerless to stop the elevators from falling, they survive because of the power of love. Cue Huey Lewis. But since the elevators safely come to a stop and are completely fine, they finally get to the party on the 12th floor and... Hey, wait a minute. Abigail didn't have any friends. Who could there possibly be at this party?
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Then the ghosts cross over one by one into the haunted mansion, where they waited for Eddie Murphy to ruin everything.
Forgive me for interrupting the party, but there's something I've been waiting 60 years to do. Sweetheart, I'd wait a century more if I had to. Will you be my bride?
Don't feel too bad, Buzzy. She may be engaged, but she'll always come around from time to time.
Abby? Thank you for the present. I love it. And thank you, Buzzy.
Happy birthday, Abby.
Come on, let's wait in the hallway and ask if anyone wants to play with us. And so the movie ends with Q inheriting the hotel now that the curse is lifted. He renovates it back to its original vigor. Anna saunters around in a slinky little dress that makes her look older than she really is.
It's a trap!
And Buzzy and not Lois lived happily ever after. So that was Tower of Terror. I've seen worse. This isn't exactly scary, and a lot of the plot points are pretty predictable, but it's hard for me to outright hate this movie. Maybe it's the Disneyland enthusiast in me that's appreciating how they made the ride itself a star in its own right, maybe it's because even the bad Disney movies are somewhat entertaining, or maybe it's just easy for me to imagine the movie that this is supposed to be. There is a good horror story here, and it could have easily been a kid's version of Psycho, but the director just kind of played it safe and made it more kid-friendly than it needed to be. And that's saying something, considering how the director's bread and butter was Are You Afraid of the Dark? I guess he was just off his game when he made this movie. This wasn't the best movie ever made, but the ride will always have a very special place in my heart. And I just hope that the Guardians of the Galaxy treatment that they give it will be able to do it justice. See you later. Actually, hang on a second, I just had a thought. How exactly was a bolt of lightning supposed to make Sally disappear anyway? I mean, doesn't lightning usually fry people? Wow. This might be a good look for me.
Cha-cha, tango, waltz or the rumba. Signora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body, child. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Oh. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Yeah. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. Sinora, she's a sensation, the reason for aviation. And fellas, you got to watch it. When she wind up, she bottom, she go like a rocket. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Heist those skirts a little higher. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Up the chimney. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sinora. Shake your body line. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Dance, 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 Sinora. Dance it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Sinora dances calypso. Left to right is the tempo. And when she gets the sensation, she go up in the air, come down in slow motion. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora.
Nice fucking movie!